Hello everyone, good evening and vanakkam. Welcome to another episode of Tech Talk, TEF Podcast Episode 3. Today we are diving into a topic that is important for anyone who's looking to stay ahead in their career. Our today's topic is going to be continuous professional development through certifications. There is a famous Tirukkural that says, "தொட்டனைத்து ஒரு மணற்கேணி மாந்தர்க்கு கற்றனைத்து ஒரு மறிவு," which means the more you take a sand spring, the more will be the flow. Similarly, the more a person learns, the more wisdom they get. With no further ado, let us welcome today's guest, Mr. Ashok Garlapati, who is a advisory board member of the American Society of Safety Professionals Kuwait chapter, who was also a former president of the Board of Certified Safety Professionals USA. He has been a founding member of TIF since its inception in the year 1999. He is currently working as a HSC consultant for the Kuwait Oil Company. With that brief introduction, let's welcome Mr. Ashok Garlapati for today's show. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the show.
Welcome, Mr. Suresh, and it is my pleasure to be part of the TEF podcast series. And I also would like to congratulate TEF Kuwait for completing its silver jubilee year since its inception. As you said, I'm proud member of TEF since its inception, since I came to Kuwait until today. Thank you for inviting me today.
It's great, sir. Thank you. So let us get into today's show.
Sure.
To start with, may I ask you why certifications are important for engineers?
Before I answer that question, I would like to share my own experience of certifications. As you know, I was working in MRL those days. It is Madras Refineries Limited. I came to Kuwait in the year 2000. I came with a DE and MBA, but I was not even heard of any word certification.
Okay.
Because in India, we feel that once you complete your engineering and master's program, we feel it is done for the life. But in the western part of the world, something different. They continue their education throughout their life cycle, throughout their career. And I came to know about the certifications when I came to Kuwait and when I particularly associated with the ASSP Kuwait chapter.
Okay.
So the main difference between our own thinking of certificate and certifications are like this, Once we get our BE or a B certificate, it is like that. Everybody knows that. For example, I attended last week a conference in Bahrain.
Okay.
It's a training conference.
Okay.
They give a certificate.
Right.
Okay. And this certificate is valid for lifetime.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Okay. But the certification, for example, it gives based on the 4 E's. One is education, another one is experience, another one is examination,
Okay.
another one is ethics.
Okay.
So these 4 things are very important for the certification. And for example, this is a certification by the Board of Certified Safety Professionals.
Okay.
What it says is, it is granted the title as evidence of meeting the qualifications and passing the required examination, that's the second E, so long as this credential is not suspended or revoked. That means it is valid for some time.
Yes.
And is renewed annually, meeting all recertification requirements.
Okay.
Recertification means you need to emphasize your educational or professional development as you move forward.
Okay.
So every certification has got some sort of a timeline,
Okay.
5 years or 3 years. In this timeline, you need to meet the recertification points. For example, this particular certification, it's a CSP, which is validated once in 5 years, and every 5 years you need to get a 25 points. If you do not get the 25 points in the 5 years, this certificate is invalid.
Okay.
So that's the difference between the certificate and certification.
Okay.
So I think as we move forward, we come to know more about the certifications and different type of certifications.
Okay.
So that's our kickoff point, I can say.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, my next question is,
Mhm.
we being a Tamil Nadu Engineers Forum,
Okay.
can certification help engineers in particular to grow in their careers?
Yeah, of course, as I was telling that we always believe in the educational academic programs, but once you join in the job, we just busy in our own employment and we do our 723 jobs, but we forget about our professional development program, professional development programs. Particularly, they are all expats here.
Yes.
Even I came across in my employment that Ashok, you're an experienced person, and we don't, as a company, we don't need to provide you any training or anything. You came with your own experience and we believe that you are expert. But we do not take that chance. You need to put your own personal efforts to do the programs like certifications. Again, PEF has got a petroleum engineers, process engineers, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, safety engineers, so many types of engineers are there. And these certifications are available for every field.
Okay.
Okay, for example, safety, I can say I'm a safety person. So we know safety in board of certified safety professional is there. There is a board of global EHS credentialing is there. There are so many certification programs are there. For example, if you see the process engineers, you have the Society of Manufacturing Engineers.
Yes.
They give you the certifications related to your own field.
Okay.
And there is an inspection and corrosion specialist is there. There is a certification body available for that. So you choose your profession and there is a certifications are available. So it's a plenty of opportunities. Yes, yeah. That's one of the advantage. Yes.
Okay. Are there any scholarships or financial aids available for those needy candidates who wants to pursue any sort of certifications?
Yes, actually, these certifications are little costly, and most important thing, Suresh, every year they have to pay the annual membership fees.
Okay.
And most of these certifications are in the western part of the world, dollar. Whenever your dollar gets appreciated, you need to be paying more, even though it is $200 per year. But in 2014, I was paying equivalent around 50,000 rupees. But today it has become 25 to 30% more. So that's one of the thing people will now go for the certifications. But there are foundations are available. There are even in the companies like K companies, if you say there is a professional development programs. So when you choose the professional development program, you can choose the certification. That's one of the support mechanism your employer can give it.
Okay.
And also TEF also they conduct a lot of training programs. They can also do the training programs for the certifications. So it depends on the area where you are working and which certification you are choosing. So based on that, you can go for the. There are hardship programs also available. If you are in a employment is not there or something like that. These associations give the again they have got a program called hardship program.
Okay.
So you need to apply for the grant and other things. So they are available as of now. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And talking about one of the challenges, what are some other common challenges that people face while getting certificate, and how can they overcome them?
Particularly when you go for examinations, so we are all from the India and our mother tongue is different. One of the challenge we face is the language challenge. That's one of the thing we face it. And the standards also sometimes FPS and we use the MKs standards also. That's one of the challenge we face it. And ignorance because we are not aware of the certifications and that's one of the we are not even completely aware whether certifications are really worthy or that awareness is not there. But today you are doing this podcast series. I am sure many of the members will be aware of these particular certifications and it will help their career also. So awareness is most important thing which even our Indian engineers are not aware. But luckily we are in outside India and we are exposed to the multicultural diverse workforce. When I went to US in 2004 on ASSP conference, I came to know the importance of the certifications because even though we have a BE and MPA, but when you have a BE and CSP, the value they give is much more.
Okay.
So that's why I was very much attracted to the certifications. And knowledge wise, if you see, Suresh, we as Indians have got plenty of knowledge. The only problem we face is the expression, the communication. And I have seen that. I wanted to have that confidence. How can I get that confidence? When you have your certifications, which is internationally recognized, that confidence will come.
Sure.
So you stand apart from the crowd in these certifications. That's why I always encourage all my colleagues, all my friends who are associated with me to go for these certifications. So that's why when Mr. Maniarasu called me for program for the TEF podcast, I immediately suggested this topic.
Right.
So this is a very good topic, and it is required for the engineers like us who are coming to outside the board. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir. As you said, awareness is more theater since we are uploading this in YouTube.
Yes.
I think more people, even away from the deaf community, will be having a look at us and they will be benefited from this.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Also, talking about certifications being a continuous development through one's career, how do certifications evolve throughout the time, and especially with new technologies coming up? What are the changes that has been observed so far?
Very, very nice question, Suresh. In fact, since I am the past president and I went through the body of the, certification bodies executive committee, I know the whole process, how it goes. So these certifications are very important while you choose it. Because once you put in Google what are the certifications in mechanical engineering field, you will get hundreds of results. But you should choose a certification which is accredited by the ANSI. There are certification bodies are there. For example, I'm sure you're aware of ISO certifications, like a 15,001, 25,001, which is given for the companies. Like there is IS 17021, which is given for the accreditation bodies who are giving the certifications. So when you choose the certifications, you should choose whether that particular certification body is accredited or not. Why I emphasize on the accreditation is these certification exams, they evaluate or revalidate once in 3 years or 5 years. You ask the right question that how these certifications are evolving.
Yes.
For example, today we are talking about artificial intelligence and to machine learning and so many things. And these certifications are really focusing when they revalidate that. Once in 5 years, they revalidate and they bring the new technologies, what is happening in the industry. Those things are embedded to the certifications. So that's one of the advantage. That's why initially I talked about the recertification. The recertification purpose is the same. A candidate should learn the new technologies through the recertification process. That's the whole idea of the certifications. So the revalidation is there. Whenever they're revalidating, they take the new technologies into consideration, new challenges into consideration, new programs into consideration, new methods, new processes. What are the associated risk and opportunities? All those things will be considered when they're doing the revalidation. Yeah.
So you mean to say that when a person is taking the recertification,
Yes.
they will have to prepare all over again because it is going to be completely different from the previous certification?
Yes, they may not go through the examination,
Ah.
but they have to go through the trainings. For example, I attended a conference in Bahrain. When I attend 2 days conference, so I will get some points.
Okay.
1 point or 2 points like that.
Okay.
So those points we have to accumulate over a period of 5 years. So there is no need for examination, but you need to keep a track of all those professional development activities. For example, if you take the CSP, there are 10 criterias.
Okay.
So under 10 criterias, you need to get the more points in that, like a professional development, you are delivering a symposium, or you're writing a book, or you are going for another master's program. These are all the different categories where you need to, just a worksheet is there, online worksheet. You need to accumulate all the points. Over a period of 5 years, you should get the 25 points.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not an exam, but if you don't get the 25 points, you have to go for the exam again.
Oh,
That's the thing.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So thank you for this detailed explanation.
sure.
So now let us discuss about your professional journey. Can you tell me what was the first certification you did and what made you go for that first?
Very, very good example. You asked me, I wanted to give my own example. In fact, I was working in Chennai as an environmental engineer. Then I became a deputy manager. But when I came to Kuwait, I joined as environmental engineer and have seen the broad scope of this particular profession. You are a design engineer. Everywhere they talk about health, safety, and works, HSC. But I am only one part of that, E part.
Okay.
Then I was associated with our ASSP Kuwait chapter. Mr. Tamanur Ravi. He is also one of the TEF member, I think. So he introduced me to the ASSP Kuwait chapter, and that's basically a safety profession. But whereas my profession is environmental engineering, then I wanted to expand my scope and my career. I have chosen, that's what I was telling, that in 2004, I went to US, certified safety professional, which is the gold certification. I really attracted to that. And here the scope is health, safety, and environment. And I did my CSP certification as a first.
Okay.
Okay, and of course it's a tough exam. There's a 2 level exam is there. So I completed my CSP certification. I expanded my career also accordingly.
Okay.
I joined as environmental engineer. Today I'm a health, safety, and environment consultant. It's not just like a one day, but it's over a period of time. I did my CSP, I did my QEP, and there is a certified, IOSH is there, Institute of Occupational Safety, again has. I also did that certified IOSH program, which is an chartered fellow of IOSH today. So, which is only around 250 members all around the world. And I'm one among that chartered fellow of IOSH. So I did my CSP, which is a safety related program, QEP, which is a qualified environment program from US again, and another one is a chartered fellow of IOSH, which is a UK based. So these three certifications have really helped me to expand my profession and to the from environment to the health, safety, and environment. So I am the true example of how certifications are helping one's career.
Right.
So thank you, Sivesh.
And as you said in the beginning, you even did a certification very recently. And as you told, you have already done 3 certifications at the beginning. What kept you pushing to go for more certifications? Did you ever feel that this is enough, or where did you get that urge to learn more and more?
Yes, as I expanding my career into the 3 aspects of health, safety, and environment, I wanted to have a certifications in each of the fields.
Right.
So CSP, the safety certification, certified safety professional, environment. Of course, my basic myself is environmental engineering, but I wanted to do that QE, which is a qualified environment professional certification, and I wanted to focus on occupational health and health style, which is a Institute of Occupational Safety and Health from UK. So that way, 3 components I just wanted to fulfill. That's a push. Once you do the certification, Suresh, you stand apart from the crowds.
It's a
Okay, that's one of the thing I wanted to achieve. I think my journey is still continuing.
right. So
Thank you. Yes, yeah.
okay. So now let's talk about some real world impact.
Mhm.
Have you come across any examples where certifications have completely transformed one's career, like from one field after certification, some pursued a totally different field and excelled in it?
Of course, there are plenty of engineers in Kuwait itself. They came as a mechanical engineers, process engineers, and they did the certifications, become a certified process safety specialist, and many mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, electronics engineers, they have done the certifications in safety field, and they become a safety experts as well, because they have the basic operational electrical and maintenance knowledge. It's easy for them to get into safety field. But safety is a multidisciplinary, so with these certifications they have become that. And I am one of the true example of expanding myself into the different fields. So there are plenty of cases in like that. People have expanded. Only one problem in India, we see that uh, once you are a mechanical engineer, you should be in that. It's absurd. People always, oh, you're a mechanical engineer. How do you know this? No, but that's different in other parts of the world. So they keep on enlarging and expanding their knowledge and skills into other areas through these certifications. Right. So there are plenty of opportunities for the people who wants to really learn.
Right.
And of course, there are people who want to do the 7 to 3 job. That's fine, but there is no limit for your growth and your urge, your dreams. Yeah, yeah.
That's well said, sir.
Mhm.
On the flip side, let's talk about the flip side now. Pursuing certifications can feel daunting or exhausting. Like, as you said, it's about the cost or the time you have to spend on it, or not just knowing where to start. What's your advice to people who are in this part?
See, at least in my field, I can say that the mentoring program is available. Every certification body has got a mentors. For example, IOSH has got a mentor, BCSP has got a mentors. Even myself is a one of the registered mentor.
Okay.
People doesn't know where to go, what to do, which certificate to choose it. They can always go for mentors. When you go to this particular, okay, for example, if you want to do the Society of Manufacturing Engineers certification, there are plenty of certification listed there.
Okay.
So you don't know which one to choose it. You can choose the mentor. You can also contact them. they will guide you exactly what is your career, what exactly you want to become. So there is a guidance is there. There's a mentoring programs are available. So plenty of earlier days there was no internet when we were prior to 2000 were difficult to connect. Nowadays so much the mentoring programs are available. So much of LinkedIn is there. You can always connect it. And of course the societies like TEF is available. You can contact them, plenty of opportunities, but mentoring is one of the focus, one of the avenue. You can choose the right certification. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Talking about accessing mentorship through online, what is your take on online certifications? Because especially after post COVID, you can see the number of online certifications or online courses have increased drastically.
True. True.
So, you being someone who started certifications through the conventional methods at a very early stage, can you say what is your take on online certifications and what are the differences it offers between the conventional way of certification?
Now the world is a big village. Everything is online available, and even the transformation from the hard paper is there are CSPs who have taken the hard paper in the embassies and other things. There was no examination centers, but now everything is online. PSMU is there. This online prometric center. It's a foolproof systems are available. It's not that you can copy or anything. There's a foolproof systems, so there are cameras available. It's very strict mechanisms are there. So online is of course it's varied because it's a ANSI approved mechanisms that every like now I think project management professional. So it's online based exam nowadays. So after the COVID, that is one of the advantage we can say, and we cannot say that online is something lower or nothing like that. So everything is systematically evaluated and it's proven, and of course same equal weightage is given for the both cases. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. And speaking about online, which has become a recent trend, what are some of the emerging certifications or skill areas that professionals should keep an eye on as we move into 2025?
For example, now everybody talks about the artificial intelligence. Everybody talks about the ESG, environment, social governance.
Yes.
So there is a certified energy manager is available. Certified digital manager is available. So if you go to the Society of Manufacturing Engineers, there are so many certifications are there. You can choose certified robotics professional is there.
Yes.
Okay. And again, it depends on your career. If you are in inspection and corrosion, there is inspection and corrosion certification is available.
Okay.
Okay. And if you are into the health, safety, environment, of course, the CSP, which is a gold certification, which is considered the highest certification in the world, which is a board of certified safety professional, that is there. So again, my take will be choose the certification which is really upcoming in the field, and it should give a more feathers to your crown. That's what you should aim for it. Right. So again, if you are in Kuwait, what is going on, if you are in different part of the world, different certifications are available. Again, it depends on your field, your growth areas, and where you are, which are company, which are field you are working. So it depends on so many factors. The best way to start is mentoring. So you choose the mentor, approach him. This is my plan. This is the way I want to do it.
Okay.
You'll get a right advice, of course, free of cost and other things. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And just one more question. Are certifications valued equally across all fields, or some fields value certifications more, like HSC? Exactly. So, are they certifications equally valid across all fields, or some fields have advantages over some other?
I think, see, in HSC, I say it's highly valid,
Okay.
and even because when we go for the tendering or any HSC procedures, we give the certifications much weightage.
Okay.
Even during the interview process, there is a CV comes, there is a BE MPA, there's another CV BE MPA with CSP and other things. The weightage will be given to the CSP.
Exactly.
So that's what is the advantage we are giving it. And again, we handle so many tenders and other things. Every position has got a qualifications. And if you see the qualifications is provided in the tenders, there is a certifications is preferable in this area like that. So certifications are equally given weightage everywhere. It is not only HSC or anything. Any field you take it, there's a much advantage, much weightage is given there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And about the certifications as a part of academics. So, what is your opinion about college students who have just graduated? Some might be having confusions what to pursue ahead. In the meantime, they think about choosing a better higher studies. Do you think pursuing some certifications can be a better option?
Again, Suresh, one important thing I told you in the beginning, 4 years.
Yes.
Education,
Experience.
experience. So the college students immediately as they come out, they may not be eligible for the certifications. Okay. So they need to spend some time in the industry.
And
Non-hands experience is required. For example, CSP minimum 4 years required.
okay.
CSP has got a one more level which is called ASP, Associate Safety Professional, which is 2 years.
Okay.
So after the 2 years examination, you can go for it. This is about the health safety certifications, but there are other certifications we need to sit. But everybody asks for the experience. So
Okay.
so you need to have a minimum, a certain experience is required. Yeah.
Okay, sir. And about our TEF members, as you know, we TEF community, we have engineers from various fields,
Correct. Yeah.
mechanical, civil, electrical. So, can you share in detail what are the different type of certifications available for each field, as from your experience?
Of course, I'll start with my own health safety environment field, but because you have so many engineers, so many types of engineers are there. So for health safety environment engineers, we have the CHP, which is a certified safety professional. Another one is a QEP, qualified environment professional, and there is a CIH, certified industrial hygienist. Now nowadays, HSC is given much importance, as you know, in oil and gas industries, and these are the critical certifications available for the health safety environment. And for the petroleum engineers, there is a Society of Manufacturing Engineers. It's like another body, which is a certification body. If you go to their website, you have the certified robotic specialist, certified artificial intelligence specialist, certified energy manager specialist. If you are working in the energy conservation cell in any refineries, that will be the best certification I can say. If you are in the inspection and corrosion, there is a certified inspection corrosion specialist is available. Okay. And again, it depends on the area where your certified fire protection specialist is also there. So there are so many certifications for the inspection engineers, mechanical engineers, process engineers, health safety environment engineers. So it depends on the person where he is working it and which area he wants to focus. It's available there. And again, if anybody wants to have some sort of a guidance, they can always approach me. There's no problem at all. Yeah,
Sure, sir.
yeah, sure. Yeah.
And in Kuwait, are there any certifying bodies where our engineers can access in case if they want to pursue any certifications?
Of course, PMP is one of the thing. That's also one of the certification. PMP is a project management professional is there. There are so many organizations, and we have a ASSP, American Society of Safety Professionals Kuwait chapter is there. We do a lot of workshops for the engineer subsidized workshops we do it, and there are other ISO institutions are there. Right? So there are plenty of institutions available, and there is a NACE association also there. They also provide some certification support. And there is a Society of Petroleum Engineers is there, code chapter is there. They also provide some support. So again, Suresh, one thing I want to tell you that you need not be in physical now. Everything is online available. So we can contact anybody anywhere in the world, easily interact and other things. So get the virtual guidance also. Absolutely no issue at all. So there are so many programs are there. You can contact them. And you ask about supporting. For example, we started a J&A, myself and my colleague in US. His name is Jitu Patel. My name is Ashok. We started a J&A Bharat HSC Foundation mainly to support Indians back in India on the HSC field. So we provide a lot of certification support free of cost as a giving back to the community. We are doing that. If anybody wants support in the HSC area, they can always approach through that particular foundation. We give a lot of mentoring as well as a support mechanism. So that's the called the J Bharat HSC Foundation.
That's wonderful, sir.
Yes, yeah.
And sir, to continue, we have some questions from our viewers. One question is, organizations in the GCC, how do they verify the certificates, or what is the validation? Is it mandatory for their employees, or is it an optional one?
Suresh, when I came in 2000, there was no much requirement of these certifications in the company's procedures or tender documents. But nowadays, even in the public notifications, you see that it's a graduate engineer with the certification in such and such field is required or preferable. So it has become some sort of a practice for the companies or employers to choose the people who are having a certifications. So the trend of certifications is increasing over a period of time, and it is coming in the procedures, attended document, pre-qualification documents, that these certifications will have a much weightage as we move forward. Okay, so yeah. Cool.
And another question, one interesting question which we got from one of our viewers is about the certificate validities. Like, as you say, some certifications are valid for 3 years, 4 years. Say, for example, a person has got a certification, say PMP,
Correct.
but due to some reasons, he could not replenish or renew it.
Okay.
So, can he still continue to keep using it after his name as a title?
This is a very good question, and many people keeps asking. As I said, that certifications are valid for a certain time. You need to do the recertification, and the recertification has to be submitted before the period of that particular completion period to that particular body. If you are not doing, your certification will get null and void.
Okay.
And by mistake you start using it, as I told you in the beginning, there are 4 E's. Right. What is the fourth E? Ethics. Right. You need to comply to the ethics. There's a code of ethics for every body. And to recognize such people, there is a directory available in each certification body's website.
Okay.
When I get a CV, okay, Mr. Suresh, TMP, I put Suresh name there. If it is there, fine. If it is not there, employer has got obligation to report to PMP organization that this person is using your certification, without any, without authorization, without recertification. So they may take a legal action on you.
Okay.
And these legal actions are much severe in other parts of the Western world. The same thing is coming here also. We have identified some people, we reported to the certification bodies also. So before using apart after your name, these certifications after expiry, be careful. You are liable for the legal actions, So yeah, you should never be using that. Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
useful
Yes,
information.
exactly.
So, like, if a person, say, for example, he got the certification, he couldn't renew it for, say, 2-3 years.
Correct.
And after some time, he found some time and he passed the exam and he got the recertification. Will he be valued equally like the person who has been holding it continuously, or will there be any differences?
No, there is no difference. But you need to undergo that process.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you need to undergo that process. And of course, you will get a different number, not the original number.
Okay.
So different number you will get it. Yes.
Yes. But still, he will be considered as the
Yes.
same certificate.
Exactly.
Okay, sir.
And so one more thing I want to tell you, Suresh. For example, I am a CSP. As long as I'm in a career, I'm in a employment, then that I can keep it. For example, after 2-3 years, I retire. These certification bodies will give an option to keep as a CSP retired.
Okay.
The fees will be 1/10. For example, now it is $200. That time, if you want to keep it as a CSP retired, because retired professionals also freelancers and other things. So you can use that. That's available in the CSP, but others we need to check it. So that will be because you are retired and your income is much less, so they charge only $25 to $30. Okay, so that will be one of the advantage of this recertification also. As I was telling that lifelong journey is the learning. So they give that opportunity to you to maintain the recertification, to keep the CSP retired status and all those things. So that's I just wanted to which is that, yeah.
Before wrapping up, I just got one final question, and this is from myself, from my own experience. Like, once I graduated, I was having many aims to I want to do this first. Even though I did my PG,
Okay.
after that I had some plans. I want to do this, do that. Once I started earning, that interest just went down.
Correct.
I don't think I'm not alone. Many people who might be having this idea, but once they start earning, their urge to do more certifications or do more learning goes down.
Correct.
So, what's your advice to people like me and many others?
Very good question, Suresh. And everybody thinks that, that satisfied, okay, I'm in a good job and I don't want to 7 to 3 job. I have my good family, my children are there. But again, it depends on the individual dreams and goals. But I recommend you to keep moving forward, because these certifications will help you to have your self satisfaction. And I'm telling you, Suresh, you will stand apart from the crowds. You stand apart from your colleagues. You will have a separate social importance to you. Okay. There is so much of advantages. It's not only the knowledge, the preference your employer will give you, the preference your colleagues will give you, the peers will give you, completely will change.
Right.
So ultimately, you will have a multifold benefit by going through these certifications. I'm telling you, that's my personal experience. Thank you very much, and you should be looking forward for another certification soon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Those are some fantastic suggestions. And those are really very fantastic suggestions in the show. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise and experience with our TEF committee today. It has been an incredibly valuable conversation. I'm sure our listeners would walk away with very much valuable insights. So before we wrap up, I would like to call one of our committee members to honor our guests today with a mementos.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
At that stand, so we have come to the wrap of today's episode of Tech Talk. Thank you once again, and thank you to our listeners for tuning in. If you found our today's episode helpful, please share it with your friends in the YouTube, and hope we will catch you soon with another very much insightful topic, which would be useful for all of us. With this, it's a wrap from all of us from the TEF podcast team. Good night and thank you.